Hello engineers, this is my updated version of the multi-hull, and I fixed here the major issue. One of the monorails was attached to the static grid, so it blows off when it's spawned, or better, the second train. First one was attached to the rail. That's now fixed, and I add SDS-OS. Also made another little crane for the monorail hull here, so I can for repair the trains or change some things about them. They are still prototypes. I'm not okay with them how they are currently working. And here I'm on the moon. On the moon they are not really working with these low gravity. I think they are only made for planets with higher gravity. And so the other stuff I changed. I separate the conveyor systems from the airlock gate. Now the airlock buffer tanks are separated to the rest of the conveyor system. There are only two disabled. I'm stuck. No, there are two sorters to, if they are really completely lost, so to refill them. But normally the MGSS script recognize that and fill them automatically if they are completely empty. So the other thing is faster when here we can really good see on the moon there is no atmosphere, how fast it works. Yeah, and we're ready. Go inside. The other thing I changed is the setup for this crane here. It just now works a little bit better. Can you show you here? It was the other crane 1. I changed the primary control of the first rotor and first hinge to WASD, so it works a little bit better. The mouse now only control the front rotor and the last two hinges. So for when for the parts which are controlled by mouse, it's necessary that is I'm not sure how that's called in English, these to interact with the other subgrids. If that is turned on, they are not moving. So I changed it that the mouse control is for the last front parts. The other crane, the smaller one there, is I did not change anything about them. And I made a little info screen for how to control the crane. Okay, here's some of the crane all for here. I'll just show you here what I've done here. Last one. Change some of the LCD panels, and I added an SDS-OS. If now here, that's why I make all my blueprints, primary stuff like refineries, assemblers, auto assemble, O2 generators, and antenna. So that's power control, the arguments for power control script, and auto when I type this PB5. Okay. There is something I still need to fix. And here we have some stuff for alert, turn the gatling on and off, show the ammo, the interior turrets, and this is for the connectors for the monorails. And I can take this one, where I can set the position of the piston, or I can lock and unlock them. And the last part is this doesn't. I'm at the moment testing mode, or I'm figuring out how this works. It's the menu script. It's a script like the SDS-OS, but this script can interact with exterior grids. When I go here, okay, now it shows me just this number, but this is not my base. This is the monorail for cargo. There is command. Okay, there is at the moment no setup. I just I'm still figuring out how to set up that. I think there's not really a complete guide, or I did not find it at the moment. So that's all what that's primarily all what I've changed it. I tried to update the existing workshop object, but it doesn't work. I'm not really sure why, but I think it has to do with the metadata file. I don't know really how I made that. While updating the existing local blueprint, the field was not there anymore. Now, or it was whatever, it was overwritten while I tried to update the existing field. So it made a new blueprint, and I tried to figure out how I can change that, but I tried a couple times, but it doesn't work. So I'm gonna publish the update version as a new blueprint and make a link in the old one. So also I updated the rovers where I make some where these more like the minor. I changed the new version of them, and here is the huge rover. The other this rover I did not change anything, and this rover here was before not part of the blueprint. What else did I change? Here is what? Oh yeah, there's a new version of the small crane rover here, so it's updated. The small crane is also script controlled, and the crew rooms I did not change really anything. What are you doing here? Interior pressurizing. Okay. I'm not sure why this is gonna be doing when I spawn the blueprint here, and when I open some interior doors, it makes there's some oxygen loose, so their script thinks the interior is depressurized, and that's why it turns into these cycle mode. Okay, that's all. Okay, one thing I got in the control room. Come on. I changed a little bit here from the main LCD screen here. Okay, we are on the moon, so wind modes don't work. Here's another screen from the SDS-OS, and this one is the inventory screen of IQ inventory management. The old version, the old version was not. No, there wasn't inventory management before, but now is everything production, everything about that automated. Before I publish the new version, I will check if all containers are complete setup, got the complete setup, and anything else is still what it was. Here's the medical station, and on this side here we got refineries. There's one oxygen generator, one of the H2 engines. In the airlock room are two nether engines and two nether generators. There's a little bit. What do we got on here? There's a little room, some restroom stuff, some beds. There's also uh, more crew rooms in the backside there. Okay, that's all.